Hello and welcome to this honest review of the S&P TSX Composite Index. In this video, we'll discuss the advantages and disadvantages of investing in this index and give it a final rating out of 10. Before we start, I want to remind you that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. It's always a good idea to do your own research and consult with a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. First, let's take a look at the advantages of the S&P TSX Composite Index. The index is made up of the largest and most prominent companies listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange, making it a good representation of the overall health of the Canadian economy. As of January 2024, the total market cap of the index is over $3.32 trillion, with one-third of its members belonging to the financial sector. Other heavily represented sectors include energy, materials, industrials, and information technology. The S&P TSX Composite Index is also a capitalization-weighted index, meaning that larger companies have a greater influence on its performance. This is a common method of calculating stock indices, and it can provide a more accurate snapshot of the market as a whole. Now, let's look at the disadvantages of the S&P TSX Composite Index. One potential drawback is that it is heavily concentrated in certain sectors, such as finance and energy. This can make it more susceptible to volatility in those sectors and may not provide a well-rounded representation of the Canadian market. Additionally, the index is only reviewed and updated on a quarterly basis, meaning that changes in the market may not be immediately reflected in its composition. This could potentially lead to missed opportunities or a less accurate reflection of current market conditions. Overall, I would give the S&P TSX Composite Index a rating of 6 out of 10. While it is a good barometer of the Canadian economy and can provide exposure to some of the country's largest and most prominent companies, its heavy concentration in certain sectors and infrequent updates are potential drawbacks. If you're considering investing in this index, it's important to do your own research and consider your own investment goals and risk tolerance. Thank you for watching this honest review of the S&P TSX Composite Index. I hope you found it helpful and informative. As always, please consult with a financial advisor before making any investment decisions.